Um, Hello everyone, we are gonna talk about quantum communication. My name is Alexis Quiña.
Hello my friends, my name is Javier Jens.
Hello guys, my name is Talita.
The basic motivation is that quantum state called quantum information can in the case of two-dimensional Hilbert space, and that quantum information allow one to perform tasks that could only be achieved for less efficiently if all classic information. The best known example is quantum gate distribution. In quantum communication theory's broad field included AG communication complexity and quantum big string commitment. In this review, we restrict ourselves to its most promising application, QKD, but point-to-point and in future networks. There are several ways to release quantum communication with least tempo low from the simplest to the more involved. Size flying cues are naturally released by photon. We often write photon for quantum system, although in principle any other quantum system called the job. Entanglement is the essence of quantum physics. To understand this statement already stated by Schrödinger in 1935. In science, in general, experimental evidence takes the form of conditional probabilities. If observer one writes the probability for all of the possible results, probability a to an and x1 to xn. Such conditional probabilities are often called correlations. Apart from being too negative and normalistic, the local marginals are independent of the experimental performance by independent observers. Imagine to the physicists performing different experimental in labs in distinct countries, in which case the independence of two marginal is obvious. There is, however, another more interesting situation. Suppose the two partners perform similar experiments but at tube space like separation location, thus preventing any communication as is the
Quantum mechanics guarantee secure communication. Quantum communication is a field of applied quantum physics closely related to quantum information processing and quantum teleportation. Its most interesting application is protecting information channels against eavesdropping by means of quantum cryptography. The most well-known and developed application of quantum cryptography is quantum key distribution, QKD. QKD describes the use of quantum mechanical effects to perform cryptographic tasks or to break cryptographic systems. The principle of operation of a QKD system is quite straightforward. Two parties, Alice and Bob, use single photons that are randomly polarized to states representing ones and zeros to transmit a series of random number sequences that are used as keys in cryptographic communication. Both stations are linked together with a quantum channel and a classic channel. Alice generates a random stream of qubits that are sent over the quantum channel. Upon reception of the stream, Bob and Alice, using the classic channel, perform classical operations to check if a eavesdropper has tried to extract information on the quiet stream. The presence of an eavesdropper is revealed by the imperfect correlation between the two lists or bits obtained after the transmission of qubits between the emitter and the receiver. One important component of virtually all proper encryption schemes is true randomness, which can elegantly be generated by means of quantum optics.
Hello, I am going to talk about of the entanglement, swapping relays and quantum repeaters. Um, what happens if one photon from a entanglement pair is teleported? The general idea consists of first establishing state elements between not two distant nodes, then teleporting the entanglements from one node to the next. This is called a quantum relay, and the general principle is illustrated for the picture. In these pictures, quantum networks. For example, in the one is quantum relay, in the B is quantum repeater. Insert illustrate the difference between a heater QM and a possible modifications for QM. Um, the conclusions, um, the fields of quantum communication has established itself over recent years thanks to the Divine force, quantum K distribution, and to the fascinating process of quantum teleportations, not to mention a continuous variable.
Thank you guys for your attention.
That's all, my friends.
Otra vez.
Bye bye.